Hi everybody, this is Zhou Zheng Show and Beautiful Life. So first I want to introduce our artist to everybody. So hi, nice to meet you, Mr.
Thank you.
Arso Ivanovich.
Good pronunciation.
Welcome to
Excellent.
welcome to our Zhou Zheng Show and Beautiful Life. And I know this morning you just started from Santiago, came to my TV station. Thank you for coming first.
Yeah,
I know you are artist. I saw their Chinese internet to introduction of the Arso's paintings. Yeah, Arso is a painter and paintist. So first, Arso Ivanovich. Right? Ivanovich. Okay, Mr. Arso, I want to know how you come to United States, why you come to United States, and I know when your country, Yugoslavia, you are also the artist. Please say hello to our audience first.
Hello, my name is Arso Ivanovich. I come from former Yugoslavia. At that time, I was a student at the University of Philosophy, and at the same time, I was a student in Academy of Fine Art. After very close completing that university, I decided that place for me is not enough to widen my skill, ability, and to show my work to some large audience than what is there in the former my country. We have some connection with some American who bring me to Wisconsin at that time. It was very hard time for me. Reason, you don't have any friend, you are completely isolated, no language, no communication, for nothing for at least 4 months. I worked a little bit, some kind of little part-time job at daytime. At evening, I went to the School of Fine Art and taking courses. And at the same time, I took English courses. But American system, I have to take English to pass, but I never studied English, how to pass, and everything. It was extremely hard time for me. And I continue studying, and pass, taking courses, and finishing, and continue quickly university. 2 master degree I finished in a record time. And beyond that, I got about 90 credits beyond master's degree, what is very close equivalent for PhD. I really like to work for PhD and my own painting, my own experiment, what I did, something what nobody did that in the history of art. I don't like that old traditional kind of painting because just looks like to me just to follow somebody else. Technique, school, artist, whatever. And I did experiment with my own, and I tried to work for PhD at my own work. University policy was at that time that I cannot, because of their law, work at my own painting for PhD. I should work to find somebody else, somebody other artist. It was coming little to short the story, disagreement between me and school, that administration, something like that. And I just left out. I said, if I have PhD or not, big deal. But I know that about 3 or 4 or 5 people got master degree at my painting. Mm-hmm. And after that I was teaching at the university. I was teaching, I had my own school for 25 years. In my school of painting, of art, I didn't have beginners painter. Student, mostly, what I had in my classes, are students with a degree in art. They finish, but if some way without imagination or something, they cannot go too far beyond that what they finish in the school, And school, of course, that paper is not enough. Diploma that somebody finished and hey, I have university or something.
Okay. I'm very impressed by your studying, came to United States, studying. I want to know, maybe my audience are a little bit interested in how you come to United States. Because I know in your country, everything is closed. At that time in 1960, how you come to United States? I want to know that story a little bit, this one.
I was there in the university,
Okay.
and it was many foreign students coming to the country.
Foreign
visiting,
cultural students.
and they like to study
From United States?
from United States.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and mostly political science or something like that, or psychologists or something. And their purpose was to stay with the family, some family in Yugoslavia, to see what kind of life they have, what kind of social life, what they are doing, what they are reading, what is their life, how they communicate, what they are talking about, something, this and this. And of course, at the time, I come to visit my in-law, who was professor of English language, but not completely, studying, but not completely to know that really English language. And she bring American student, one girl, to the house for about 1 month to live there and communicate my in-law to improve English and American student at the same time to learn a little more even Serbian language, at the same time to see what they want to see, what is in the house, what kind of library they have, what kind of music they listen, what kind of conversation they have. My family said to take that American girl to outside a little bit, with friends, to meet here and there, to see the theater or museum, gallery, something like that. And we went outside a little bit, and after that she went back to US. In some way, how I gave her a signal that I would like to come US if she's going to help me. And she agreed. She helped me.
Your girlfriend?
Yes,
Okay.
she come to be my girlfriend,
Okay.
that American student.
Okay.
And she helped me, bring me to US. She really helped me to go to school, to make conversation with me only in English. And after 7 months, for some reason I have to go to see doctor who was Italian background. And he asked me some question about, because Italian Montenegro, what is my state too? It's very close, just across Adriatic, and he had the same temperament and the same personality practically. Asked me about something, my background and everything, and I talk in English. He said, I cannot believe it. In 7 months, you speak English better than my father, who was here for 50 years. I said, just thank you, what to say. And we come to be really good friends.
So, Mr. Arso, I can call you Arso?
Arso.
Okay, I just call you Arso. We're friends right now, right? When I look at your painting, it is very unique. It is different with the traditional painting, okay? And I went to the Louvre. I went to the Paris. I go to the palace, the Louvre Palace. It's a different, a little bit traditional. So your painting, this one?
That is good one.
Yeah, this one very contemporary. So why right now you paint like this? Also, if you have the opportunity, you can show your paintings.
When I was always in some way how, not just to go to be rebel or to be opposite of something was going on. But when I was in the university or something, I was not very satisfied with some of these professors. When I went to their show, I was not very satisfied with this. I don't like to mention their name, but
You're not satisfied.
I was a little bit shocked. I expect from them much better work because they are how I think they are professors. At the same time, at home I did experiment. Professor talking on one side, with students all around, and I went alone in the window in the cold winter time, like minus 15 or 20, with frost in the window or something, and I'm looking outside and I'm dreaming how I will do. I in some way cooperate with this cold weather and make some kind of painting or something unusual, different from this. That means I like to cooperate with the nature. I did some experiment and I did painting, one experiment, but I had something in my mind. I feel that I'm in some dark tunnel and I have to look for something there, and from that tunnel or something I have to go out. And after a couple experiments or something, when I look there, some little crystal, and this way when I did the experiment outside, but it was practically, at that time was big step for me. But for me, later, that is not enough. But I looked like in the tunnel is some light far in the distance and I had to go in that direction again. And I did experiment, and finally it took me about 5 years to show the story. And I did one kind of technique. Coincidentally, I find something. I use another kind technique, experimenting, combined with first one. I find something third one. Looks like chain. Oh, that is going very okay. I'm a little more in the right direction, maybe. But worst part of all, after I come to 9 different techniques.
Could you a little bit show your painting to our audience?
This painting is like space.
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 In the universe. Universe is
Something
space.
like that.
Okay.
With using different kind of technique and different kind of the color combining together. Mm-hmm. As you see now, that kind of experiment, what I did, that depth of the painting, mm-hmm. that color, that kind of composition, that focus of the painting in the center, and the rest, left and right, even is completely different kind of blue, different kind of color. It's not like that some artists divide in the half, it's identical one side to another and everything the same. And if you touch this, completely do it, nothing is going on. Mm-hmm. It's permanently forever.
Okay, what is this one?
This is kind of abstract painting, landscape.
Landscape.
Painting. Yes.
Yeah, landscape.
You see the depth, few different color, and kind of, if you take part of any of this painting by itself, you keep it
all the picture,
separate.
This painting is original. This is original.
Everything original.
Original, okay.
And what is interesting, somebody offered 1 million, somebody who is able to copy me. Mm-hmm. Nobody in the world will copy my painting.
Why?
Originality is not that I did not copy somebody. Mm-hmm. Like many university professors talking about that original, don't copy, that is originality. Mm-hmm. But originality in my philosophy is that nobody in the world is able to copy me.
Oh, interesting. Nobody can copy you because
Nobody
you
will copy
use
me
a very special technique.
It's
Very special technique.
In the world that nobody stay in the front or even close to. Even my student, I tell them basic process how to do that. Mm-hmm. Still, they don't have imagination enough. They don't have skill. They don't have imagination.
Mr. Arso, I think this picture, I like it. It's my favorite color. Look at how deep it is. Color, blue, and the dark here. What is it? Could you tell me?
This is what I really plan like polar light. Polar night.
Polar night.
In the North Pole, something like that.
Okay.
Polar light.
Polar night.
Yeah. Some mystic light coming behind that to give shape of this and give that painting like three-dimensional.
Mm-hmm. So this one kind of like, a little bit like the painting. There is I feel there is something like our ink, or ink something, I'm the Chinese, so I can tell there are a water brush. Chinese artists always use a water brush,
yes.
ink
yes.
to print. You know that, right? Very beautiful. I really like it. This one, give me very impression.
Not all about this. It's one my, but I have even some of this big, larger painting. Usually, artists are painting like 10 by 15 inches, something 15 by 20. But I have something like 50 by 60, what is extremely large size for watercolors. Not for oil, but for watercolor. Some of this my experiment, what I did it, what you see this here, because what I mentioned, I am never satisfied what I'm doing.
Okay.
I always looking for something new.
The next one. So
I did this one experiment in the canvas.
Oh,
What is
interesting.
different technique? Again, and I succeed. After I succeed in the canvas and I have some big, huge painting, something like that, again, with all the crystal, what you see in the book, and over 160 painting in my house,
Oh, wow.
and in Palm Springs in the National Museum and museum in West Bend and Milwaukee and the Capitol Building in Madison, in Parliament Building or something like that, and the World Art Expo in New York, they choose my painting as most interesting technique in the entire World Art Expo. And after that, what I said, I'm not satisfied in the canvas, I was looking for something else. What will be next? And I put lights behind and paint.
Oh.
And that
Interesting.
should be something unusual that everybody who come in my studio
So you
look
put the lights on behind and you're painting from.
Is
Oh,
there.
wow.
and
So
another
how
one,
you can, because this is a block, how you can use the light?
it's and that
Okay,
this
canvas.
is watercolor, this is not,
That's for-
not
okay.
for that.
Got you.
Canvas painting.
Canvas.
That is my experiment with lights behind,
Oh, okay.
and will be like 8, 9, 10 meters by 3 meters. And that painting and the canvas will be closed with canvas from other side, from this side, from that will be only one little hole for viewer's eye
Okay.
to look. Will be 10 different or 15 different dim lights
Okay.
turning on and off and looking there, and people is shocked what I did.
Mr. Arso, very happy to come to with that. Before I let you go, I want to ask you, because in your introduction biography, you said, my art is my world, my word is my painting. My painting is my knife. My shoe is the Zhou Zheng Show and beautiful life. How do you think your knife?
When I was age of 10, I will take from some little library some little book. And I'll make some little drawing, and I didn't have even paper at the time after World War II. We didn't have enough paper to write something on. And we did some old book. When I went back to the library, they checked. Oh, I had to pay fine. I didn't have money
Okay.
because I did some drawing there.
Okay.
And junior high, as a best talent artist between high school and 10, 15 schools. That means from the early age, my mind in some way how my predisposition was to the art. And I start to, all my life, all my mind, it's not like, oh, it's for fun. No, it's for life, for something more than that. For the sake of the art, I like to do this, all my energy and everything, to do something different, not to copy somebody.
Thank you. Thank you. Tell me a story about your
Thank you.
came to United States. Your youth. You came to United States in 1967. Right now, you are very well known to artists in the United States, even in the world. Hi, thank you for watching the Zhou Zheng Show this time. And today we shared the art experience with Mr. Arso Ivanovich. I respect what he said is, my art is my world. My word is my painting. My painting is my life. Thank you for watching 周正 Show and Beautiful Life.